guys, it's John from the prtective again, and I'm here with a Tuesday's tip. Now, when people have trees, sometimes they're in a garden, but sometimes they're in the middle of a patch of lawn like this. And a good idea to do in that situation is to make a protective border for the tree so that you can keep an area clear around the tree. Now, there's a few reasons for this, and like I say, it's very much a protective border. One is when you're doing things like doing the edges and doing around the tree, you don't want to be doing right up to the tree because the whippersnipper or edge trimmer is going to damage the bark on the tree and ring bark it. So a border which delineates an area around the tree can be good for that. Also, when you're mowing the lawn, you don't want to be mowing right up to the tree because, again, the lawnmower scraping against the tree can damage the trunk and cause ring barking. The other reason for it is it's going to be easy to lay down mulch within a protective border, and like I've talked before about mulch being good for plants, and it's good for around trees as well. And also you'll reduce the competition from the lawn around the tree. So they're the good reasons for having a protective border around the tree. Now, it's easy to do. You can get pre-made ones, usually like cement cast ones. They're great, but I've got some bricks already on hand that I can do that with. And all I do is I just clear an area. This is one, I've measured it out a bit, but basically the first thing you want to do is sort of get an area where you've got where the bricks join is basically in line with the trunk, and that's pretty close. I'll probably just move them down a little bit. So basically in line with the trunk, and then get the other end so that you've got them in line with the trunk as well. So there we've got the basis of a square around the tree there. A good thing to do is when you have the brick butting against the edge of this brick here, the next bricks to start is butting up this way. That way what you'll get is you'll tend to get a square border rather than getting a rectangular border. If you put them both here and then put the two bricks in, you get a long rectangular border. This way, having these butt up equal with the edge and then these butt up equal here, you'll get a square border rather than a rectangular border. If it doesn't matter, then that's fine, it's no worries at all. And then you get your area cleared out, lay them out like that, you've got a protective border. Next thing to do, of course, like I said, always mulch around the tree, and the border helps to hold the mulch in. Plenty of mulch around the tree. And just make sure you pull the mulch back from the trunk a bit so you don't get any collar rot. Tidy it all up. Now, every now and then you probably might have to pull a few weeds out if the grass starts creeping through, if the grass starts creeping through. But there you go. We've got a nice protective border around a tree. If you've got a tree in the middle of the lawn, I definitely recommend doing that. It'll help your tree become or stay more healthy. When you are doing a protective border around your garden, I recommend getting solid bricks. You can get extruded bricks with holes through them. I don't recommend getting them. I suppose you could sit them up that way and they might not be too bad, but they don't look very attractive. And most of the time you're going to sit them on end, and the holes in the bricks can be a problem with the grass growing through. So it's always better to have some sort of solid brick or paver or something like that. Tip for this Tuesday's tip. If you have a tip that you'd like me to cover, just leave it in a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. But until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.